Hey there, Brock VandenBerg with TALIMAR Financial, your California hard money lender. Here in Encinitas, California, about to do a preliminary site inspection. Preliminary site inspection is where we go visit the property before our client purchases it and in this case, it's a fix and flip loan to make sure their scope of work and project budget is in line with what the property actually needs. Common question I get from new real estate investors is, Brock, what is the process of getting a hard money fix and flip loan through a hard money lender, or specifically TALIMAR Financial? Well, in our case, loans from the initial contact usually take about 5 to 7 business days to close. In most cases, clients that contact us on a transaction that they have under contract have already had some preliminary conversations with us. And in those preliminary conversations, we just assess their background, their financial capability, provide them a little background on us, what the process is, and then we usually offer them what's called a proof of funds letter. That proof of funds letter you can submit with an offer showing that you've been pre-approved with TALIMAR Financial for a hard money loan. So step one in the process is to reach out to TALIMAR and let us know that you either have a property under contract or that you have a verbal approval. When you reach out to us, you'll provide us the property address, the purchase price, the rehab cost, and the completion value. With that, I can put together a term sheet simply based on your information that you provided us. I'll issue that term sheet usually within a couple of hours from speaking with you. Once you've signed the term sheet, we'll go ahead and start the underwriting process. There's really 4 main steps to the underwriting process. Those 4 main steps start with number 1, the loan application. Number 2, obtaining all the due diligence material. So for example, if you're purchasing it in an LLC or a corporation or a trust, we're going to want to see the background documents on those entities. We want to see a project budget and a scope of work so we can review what you intend to do with the property and then compare that with the project budget. Number 3 in the process is doing what we're doing today, is a site inspection. So we'll meet you at the property. I'll walk the property with you using the project budget and again the scope of work to better understand what you intend to do to the property. And then 4th is the valuation. So most cases we're going to do the valuation in-house, but if the loan amount is large, it's a complex transaction, we may use a third-party appraiser to come to a final valuation, especially on a fix and flip loan. So those are the 4 main items in the underwriting process. Additionally, we've reached out to the escrow officer handling the transaction and obtained the preliminary title report. If it's an existing property that you currently already own, obviously we're going to view the title policy for any liens that may be on the property, make sure the property taxes are current. If it's a new purchase, review any issues that may cloud the title. Once we've again gone through the underwriting process, we've reviewed the preliminary title report, we'll go ahead and issue loan documents to escrow. You'll reach out to escrow, sign the loan documents, they're sent back to us. At that point, we review the file, make sure all the diligence materials have been received, we've approved all the items, and then we go ahead and wire funds into escrow and we close. The common issues or hurdles that occur during during the underwriting process is, number 1, our client may not have a project budget or scope of work put together. It's important to have something like that put together because number 1, it shows obviously us that you've done your due diligence, that you have an action plan for the project. But it's also a good idea for you to walk through the project on your own to put that project plan together. Other items that occur, the LLC or corporation documents, that entity hasn't been formed, and we got borrowers trying to scramble and form that entity while closing. Make sure if you do intend to purchase it in an entity that is already formed prior to putting the property under contract. Property insurance also is a big item. If it's just a light rehab or it's a hold, you'll get some type of homeowner's policy. If it's a heavy construction deal, you're going to get insurance that's either going to cover you as a contractor or cover the contractor that'll do the work for you. And then 4th in some cases, we've had issues at closing where the seller may say, well, I want to stay in the property after close, or they have tenants in the property that they want to keep there after close. And we highly suggest that you do not close on the property until it's completely vacated. You do not want to take ownership to a property just to find out that the seller or the tenants don't want to leave. That's going to create huge delays in the project. If you're interested in learning more about the hard money lending options that we have here at TALIMAR Financial, please feel free to give me a call. My name is Brock VandenBerg. My best number to reach me at is 858-613-0111. We work with new real estate investors. We work with seasoned real estate investors. We work with mortgage brokers. We work with real estate agents to provide them their hard money lending needs. Thank you for listening. If you've got some additional comments, feel free to add those or give me a like. Thanks for listening.